Yo, what is going on, everybody? Mecha Saiyan here, Mecha Saiyan, whatever you gonna call me. And today I'm bringing you a very special video. This is my very first Q&A, and we are finally past 700 subs. So I wanted to do something a little bit special, and I have been trying to do a Q&A for a while, but I haven't had a lot of questions on here. So let's go ahead and do our first one. We have a handful of questions. So number one, let's see. We're gonna start backwards. So it says you have a new question. Okay. Well, I don't have to read that part. Okay. The question is how to earn gold faster for low level character. Actually, I have a video on how you can earn gold, and not only earn gold but also save gold, because both are important. I mean, if you make gold, all the gold in the world, but you spend it fast, you're never gonna have gold anyways. So yeah, I have a video on it, and you don't really have to worry too much about it at low level. You just get all the gold that you get from the quest and selling your unwanted items, and you just save that gold. And then when you level up to the high levels, you farm dungeons and do boss events and stuff like that. You get drops and sell them, and yeah, so don't worry too much at low levels. All right, next question. I don't know if I asked anything. I don't know how to use this site. I just came from asking a really long question. Okay. Right now I have a Death Knight in level 17. What is the best expert skill to start off for level 18? Well, it all depends on your focus. See, if you're gonna be mainly a PvE Death Knight, for example, you might want to get Death Call first because it can really save your party, especially when you're doing dungeons or lab. And also you're gonna need something to help you survive, because as a Death Knight, you're a tank. You're supposed to be able to take damage. So you want to have something that helps you tank better. So if you have good health regeneration, then you might want to go for secret reserves. And if you have good lifesteal instead, then you might want to go for saturation, because it really helps you out and you recover a lot of HP. But other than that, let's say you're gonna be a PvP Death Knight slash Arena, then you want to go for Blow of the Silence first or Sharp Shadow. Steel Hurricane is always useful, but it once again it all depends on what your focus is. There's almost no way that you can go wrong with picking a Death Knight skill. It's all about what you're gonna do and what the right skill setups are for that task. I'm sorry, I do not understand this language, so I cannot answer you. Next question. What was your most embarrassing moment in school? Wow. I gotta think about this for a second. Hold on. Well, wow. You really put me on the spot with this one, huh? Well, I took a moment, I paused the video, and I thought about it for a second or for a long minute. And, well, to be honest, it's hard for me to say, because throughout my whole life, especially in school, I've been very, very shy and quiet. And socializing for me is kind of like awkward. So whenever I had to do like a presentation, I would get nervous like more than the average person. The only thing is that somehow the way that I talked, the teachers would tell me that I did a good job and that I was actually a good public speaker, and they would want me to be like go to these special things to speak for the school, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't like going up and talking in front of people. Like, I don't even talk like on a regular basis one on one to people. I don't even talk to strangers one on one, because like I'm a shy person. Like, I was a really shy kid. So aside from that, I mean, I was mostly embarrassing myself throughout high school. I had like the whole Super Saiyan hair thing going on. Yeah, I died. There was a time at high school again that these, the kids, students were pranking each other. I wasn't part of it because, being a social outcast, I always kept out of everything. But the prank was they would take your book bag, like sneak up to your seat, or just basically take your book bag without you knowing, and take all your things out of your book bag, flip it inside out. Yes, flip your book bag inside out, put your stuff back in it, and close it and put it back. Like on some stupid crap. I mean, it was funny, I guess, but it was so stupid at the same time. It got to a point where people almost got into fights because of it. And well, one time they got me. A lot of times they try to get me, but I would always like catch them in the act before they could grab my book bag, or I would like tie it to my seat or lock it or something. But one time they caught me and they flipped all my stuff out my book bag, and in my book bag I had a porno magazine. And even though not the whole class found out about it, only the kid that did it and whoever he told, to me it was kind of embarrassing because like I was a really shy kid and like I had a porno magazine. I had the only reason I had you're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing with it at school. Well, if I kept it at home, my mom would eventually find it because she finds everything that's in the house. She looks through everything everywhere and she knows where everything is, and what she knows everything that's in the house. So there was no way I could keep it from her. So yeah, I brought it with me to school. But yeah, um, next question. Do you like this music? All right, let me see. 1 second. People almost got it. Yes, yes, I do like that type of music. I'm actually open when it comes to music, and people would probably think that I'm lying when I say this, but I do like different kinds of music, and I'm open to different kinds of music. Now, what I do like is good music. As long as it's good music, of course I like it. What I don't like is what people think is good music. And by that, I say that people just listen to whatever's on the radio and whatever everybody else is listening to. They think it's good because everybody else says it's good, or because everybody else thinks it's good. Not because they like it. They like it because everybody else likes it. And that's bullcrap. And what these companies do is they make these formulas for making the perfect hit song, and people would buy it because it follows the formula that people keep falling for. And as long as people keep falling for it, people are gonna keep listening to crappy music on the radio. But I do like, there is some good music on the radio. I'm not gonna say that all music on the radio is bad, but I'm just saying for the most part I like music that is good and not just what everybody else likes. So yeah, I do like that kind of music. I like different types of music, lots of different kinds of music. So as long as it's good with me. So next question. Yes. All right. Next question. What are you using for recording? For example, what software application are you using? Well, actually, there's different apps that I use. Quite a number of apps. For recording my screen, I use AZ Recorder. I think that yeah, that's what it's called. From Google Play Store, nothing. I mean, I use the paid version, of course, so I get no limitations and no watermarks, no ads and stuff like that. Um, then I also use something called Android Vid Pro. Of course, I use the Pro version, paid. Of course, it lets you do more things and no watermarks, no limitations. Um, I also use sometimes I use different. It also depends on what kind of video I'm recording. I might make a video explaining it, but like when I'm doing different types of videos, I might use different apps for editing things a little bit differently. Like if I want to record the audio to something first and then add pictures to it, I do it differently because I use my phone for everything. I do everything on my phone. All my videos 100% made on phone. I use no computer at all. And sometimes I use something called Eraser. It's an app um, that lets you erase the background of images because I gotta make my custom thumbnails and stuff like that, and I also need to edit some pictures for my some of my videos that I do outside of gaming. I do DBZ stuff, so yeah. Um, for the most, oh, of course, my editing app, Viva Vid Pro, of course, paid version, not the free one. Um, Very good app, lets you do a lot of stuff. Actually, there's different. All right, next question. By the way, guys, thanks so much. Thank you all for these questions. I'm really having a good time answering these, and I hope to do it again. So let's keep going. Next question. Hey man, I love your War Spear videos. Thank you very much. Out of Dokkan or War Spear, which one do you love to play the most? Oh man, that's a tough one. You see, I like both games for different reasons. You see, Dokkan, DBZ Dokkan is a game that it's not like real life. It's not like real time battles. It's like turn by turn, basically, and the opponent doesn't even take, you know, it's different basically. You can open the game up whenever you want, and if for whatever reason you have to turn the game off, or you have an incoming call or whatever. You don't have to worry about your game messing up because you can always pick up back where you left off, and even if your phone dies, I think yeah, you can still pick up back where you left off when you turn it back on. So I like that because you play at your own pace, don't have to worry about anything, and you can just, you know, play more freely whenever you get a chance. It could be a 5 minute break, a 15-minute break, and you could do whatever you want as much as you can, basically. Now, War Spear Online, I like it because sometimes I feel like I need something more engaging and more involving. Sometimes I like I'm sitting at home and I have a lot of free time and I have nothing to do. Like I work night shifts, so when I don't work and I'm home, I have lots of free time because it's like I'm up overnight and I sleep during the day. So I'm up with nothing to do. Everybody around me is asleep. Everybody outside is asleep. So I have lots of time to just play uninterruptedly. And War Spear lets you do that with, it's more in depth. So you could do a lot more. And you could go ham with not only that, but you also get to interact with other people. And I like that. I like being able to connect and play online with other people, helping each other or killing each other, whatever the case may be. But it's fun. In DBZ Dokkan, you don't really get to play with each other or against each other, kind of in the tournament, but you only get to fight against computer versions of other players. Kind of hard to explain, but yeah, you don't actually get to play against other players. So I like that about DBZ Dokkan. War Spirit Online. You could play with and against other people online, and it's a lot of fun. It's not like real time battles. So I like both games. It all depends on how I'm feeling and what I feel like doing. If I have a lot of free time, obviously War Spear Online. But if I'm on the run and I just got a quick couple of minutes or whatever, then I'll play some DBZ Dokkan. And for the most part, sometimes I like to switch it up and I'll play one game and not play the other one as much. It all depends on what's going on the games too, like as far as events and stuff like that. But yeah, I like both. It all depends. I think I love them. I love them both equally. All right, and the final question: Mecha or Mecha? Why you don't do or buy a guild in EU Emerald? Well, my friend, that's kind of a long story. I'll try to keep it short. I did have my own guild. I actually have a level 2 guild in on the elf side, but that's just a bank. And also I have a level 2 guild on Sapphire server, but that's just a bank. And on MC side, Emerald, Forsaken, Mountain Clan side, I had a level 2 bank guild chainless and a level 3 active guild resurgence with all the skills, leveled up to level 3 of course. And yeah, it was stolen from me. And I guess you could say it was my fault because I left the game and somebody in the guild got leadership. And because if you don't log in for a certain amount of days, the leadership goes to somebody else. And yeah, he decided not to give it back when I returned to the game. So I guess you could say he pretty much stole both of my guilds, and I'm not really, oh, and the items in those guilds as well. And you know what? I'm not really worried about it. They were, guilds that I put money into and invested money into and time, but it's whatever. I'm back now and I returned. I made a new guild. It's just a bank. I leveled it to level 2 just to have a bank to store my stuff, and it's not a real guild, and I don't really want to invite people to a dead bank. It's just a bank and that's it. It's just my personal bank. It's not really a guild. And some people have been inviting me to some guilds, but I don't really know if I want to join any guild. I mean, I would, but I don't know if I should right now. I'm fine with the way I am. I just got the passive skills for my bank this past week. So, I mean, I'm sitting okay with my level 2 bank. At least I have passive guild buffs now, so as far as joining another guild, yeah, I have been invited to some guilds, and thank you guys for inviting me. Like I said, I'm just gonna chill right now, and I don't want to invite people. I don't want to start a guild, an active guild, and start making guild points. I mean, I'm cool because I'm not as active as I used to be. I can be, but I have like a lot of other stuff I'm doing with DBZ Dokkan and YouTube and work and my son. So I try to play as much as I can, but there's times that I can't really play as much as I want to. So I'm just sticking the way I am for now. So I think that wow, this video went pretty long, and I thought I didn't have enough questions. I guess when they're good questions, you get to answer them, and the video stretches out, huh? Well, guys, that's my very first Q&A. Thank you all so much for these questions, and I hope to do another one soon. It was fun, and oh man, loving the support from you guys so freaking much. 700 plus subs and still growing, and I'm freaking loving it. So thank you guys so much. Enough for the video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. My throat is so dry. I'm so tired of talking. um, Anyways, guys, thank you all so much once again. Have a great, awesome freaking day and stay positive. And I will see you on the next one. Peace out.